Here is a very interesting story that, even if there is very little evidence to support what's being said, the evidence that's there is pretty telling. So let's talk about how allegedly Sony lied to the girls signing on for Madam Web, making them think that they were joining the MCU. So this requires a little bit of detective work, but I'm going to sum it all up to you guys in this one place in this one video. So essentially this goes all the way back to when they first started talking about a Spider-Woman movie that morphed into Madam Web that was supposed to set up a Spider-Woman spin-off. Well, what we heard at the time was that Marvel Studios was going to be involved in some way, shape, or form with Sony's films if the contracts fell into place. Now, after the fallout that happened in relation to Spider-Man Far From Home and everything that went on, things changed. And obviously, Marvel was not going to be involved at all. They were just going to kind of, hey, here's Venom. You guys acknowledge Spider-Man. We're doing our own thing. At this time, it was interesting because Spider-Woman was supposed to be directed by Olivia Wilde. And according to those reports, Sydney Sweeney was in the running to play Julia Carpenter in a standalone film. The film then was sort of backburnered in favor of Madam Web, but if you guys remember, it was Olivia Wilde that was talking about Spider-Woman and ended up tagging Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, and Sony and doing a public post on social media. So we all suspected that the case was, hey, rumors are true. They're all working together on this. Nothing happened. Then we got to Madam Web, and suddenly we learned Dakota Johnson signed on, but she, after the trailer came out and once a legal period was over, dumped her agency. Allegedly, she was not happy with the decisions they were making, specifically with this one film. Furthermore, we then had interviews with Sydney Sweeney, where she addresses how she was excited to play in the bigger Marvel world, and how she loves the Avengers. And then going a step even further and deeper down this crazy rabbit hole is when you look at when multiple stars in this film were announced, they all made posts tagging Marvel Studios and Marvel Studios people. Again, now people are legitimately thinking that what Sony did was the same thing they did to Michael Keaton for Vulture and Morbius. They lied to get them to sign on, promising, yes, it's in the MCU, but it's the adjacent MCU. And quite honestly, while this is just allegations and people are saying that this is what happened, you can see this happening, right? It's happened with so many current projects that it doesn't surprise me. Like, remember when Morbius was coming out and they were interviewing Tyrese Gibson? And he said they openly told him, oh yeah, you're in the Avengers world. Right? This is all true, right? We can all kind of look at it and go, yeah, they straight up lied.